you can build muscle and lose fat at the same time. You, the person watching this video with you, and the person behind you. Okay, what's up? Alex here from Natural Testosterone. If you're new here, make sure you give the page a follow. In today's video, I'm just going to be talking about how your fat is killing your testosterone and your gain. First of all, the healthy range for optimal testosterone levels is around 8 to 15% body fat for males. So why is your fat killing your gains? When you're in the above 15% range in male fat, your fat holds an enzyme which is called aromatase enzyme. So when your hard-earned testosterone gets converted from testosterone into estrogen from that enzyme. So think of it this way: your fat have too much of it, your testosterone in your blood goes in there, there's something there that changes it into estrogen. So you might be asking, what's wrong with estrogen? So estrogen causes the symptoms that you might have of like fatigue, brain fog, lack of motivation, more stress, hard to put on muscle, just hard to lose fat, and overall low testosterone. So to have optimal testosterone levels, you want to be in that 8 to 15% range. So how do you get to that 15 to 8% range? So first of all, look at your nutrition. Make sure you're eating testosterone boosting foods, so like good fats, saturated, monounsaturated, carbohydrates from roots, fruits, and then protein source. I wouldn't overly do on protein. Protein is not as important as media make it out to be. So the media, the fitness industry, tries to shove like protein powders into your life, but you don't need as much. I go by the rule of 0.8 grams per pound of body weight. But if you're above that 15% body fat, I would even go lower than that, because you actually want to look at the lean mass. So whatever your percentage is of body fat, I would take that away from your total weight, and that's how much I would eat protein, 0.8 times that weight. So for example, if you're 200 pounds and you're 20% body fat, I would get 20% of that, of your overall weight, which will come out to 40 pounds of fat. So take that away, so you're actually 160. And then I would multiply 0.8 multiply 160, which will give you like 120 grams of protein that you should be consuming. So I usually go between like 120 grams to 150 grams of protein. So that example just lies in that range. So if it comes to exercise, I would focus on strength training, getting stronger in the gym, and like doing more activity throughout the day. So like more walking, 10,000 steps per day. I wouldn't recommend like jogging, because that's like puts stress on your body and your joints. So it actually will elevate your stress, which is counterintuitive if you want to improve your testosterone levels, because when your testosterone is high, your stress has to be low, and vice versa. If your stress is high, your testosterone will be low. So I wouldn't recommend running. High intensity, you can do it, but do it on days that you are not training, because high intensity is high intensity. All the things that you see on YouTube are high intensity ab workout. That's not high intensity, that's just interval training. I don't know why people call it high intensity. So if you see a person saying, oh, this is my high intensity workout, they're probably some random guy just putting out videos. I'm certified personal trainer, and we get taught what high intensity is. So for example, when they were showing us what high intensity is, we were made to like do it. I couldn't walk. Like you do full out for 30 seconds, like you have it all out. On like the third set, I couldn't walk. I wanted to sit on the ground and just vomit. It's so like painful. And the things you see on YouTube, like ab workout, like you're fine after that. So that's just interval training. So high intensity would be like 1 to 6, so work to rest ratio. So 30 seconds working like as hard as you can, and 3 minutes like rest, because you can't move. So I would only recommend that on days that you're not working out and you have a rest day the day after, because that's really intense. And then overall being in a caloric deficit, so eating like 10 to 12 multiplied by your pounds in weight. So for example, if you're 200 pounds, multiplied by that 10, so you'll be eating 2000 calories. This is just an estimate. Do track your progress week by week. Everyone wants to get the fat off quickly, but in my opinion that's the worst way, because you're just gonna starve yourself, put yourself into stress, and then when you get back to normal eating, you're just gonna start binging. I went through all of that, and the best way to go about it is lose weight as slowly, not too slowly, but as slowly as you can, because then you will keep it off. But remember that calculation is just an estimate. Like for example, for me, I'm 200 pounds, and if I was to eat 2000 calories a day, I wouldn't function properly. Currently I'm in a slight deficit. I'm losing like fat really slowly, and I'm eating 3000 calories per day, and I'm not overly active. But that just shows like eating in a testosterone boosting weight, your metabolism just goes through the roof. Like currently I'm eating 3000 calories, which 2 years ago I would be like bulking at. Now this is my deficit, which is crazy. And like I only realized that recently, when I was like eating 2500 calories, trying to be in a deficit, I couldn't function. I was just so stressed out, because I thought 2500 calories would be a fine deficit to be in, just a small one. But no, that was a severe deficit. So I increased my calories to 3000. I feel fine, and I'm losing weight as well. So you have to see yourself how much calories you need to eat to lose fat. You can build muscle and lose fat at the same time. You, the person watching this video with you, and the person behind you, you can do that. It's easy when you know how to do it. So just strength training, getting stronger in the gym, and being in that caloric deficit, especially if you're a beginner lifter. When you're a beginner lifter, just be in that deficit and lose the fat, and stay in that 8 to 15% body fat to have that optimal hormonal health. And I don't recommend when you're in a to bulk up, because it's just like, I don't think it's optimal. You can be in a slight surplus, like 300 to 500, but there's actually no benefit from going 500 calories extra to 1000. There's no benefit. You're just gonna gain more fat, which will make you have more aromatase enzyme, then will lower your testosterone. So yeah, there's a sweet spot to that. So if you liked the video, give it a like, and make sure you comment down below what other topics you want me to cover. So thank you for watching. See you.